interesting. The Nasdaq is embracing Bitcoin technology. The exchange is test driving Bitcoin-based technology in its pre-IPO private market of about 75 companies. So trading the shares of privately held companies, right? The blockchain ledger, that's the name of the technology used by Bitcoin miners to keep track of transactions, could eliminate the need to verify financial transactions by hand. I can't believe they were doing that in the first place. But how will regulators react, and will this transform financial trading forever? Jeffrey Tucker, we say you wrote the book on it, right? Because you kind of did, but you're with the Foundation for Economic Education of Digital Development for Bitcoin, joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive. Why do I get nervous thinking that the Nasdaq is going to use Bitcoin technology, which is, frankly, unregulated?
No, don't be nervous. This is really an awesome and an exciting development. You know, people think about Bitcoin and they think it's a scary internet money. The truth is that there's a massive technological infrastructure underlying Bitcoin, and it's called the blockchain. And it's like epically cool. It does things that we've never been able to do in the past, which is bundle and commodify and title information bits of our choosing and send them on a geographically non-contiguous basis in a way that's non-forgeable and immutable without third-party counterparty risk. I mean, it's extraordinary. I mean, it's going to reduce the costs and increase transparency and just generally improve efficiency of financial markets. And we're just in the early stages. This is a very exciting development, and it shows that we are just in the early stages.
Okay, you just threw so many SAT words at me, so I just want to pull some of this some of this apart. You said these, taking out the contiguous blah blah blah. Okay, you're saying they're going to take out the middleman, meaning the banks and perhaps some of the I guess you would call them the clearinghouses. I'm fine with that. We know that sometimes there are problems with those situations. That's fine. But the fact that it's this third-party weirdness, I don't know.
No, it's not just about it's about the cost. I mean, to use intermediaries like we've traditionally done that always rely on trust relationships, it's very, very expensive. The blockchain allows peer-to-peer transactions.
The thing about Bitcoin is it's supposed to be anonymous and untraceable. This will be completely
so this
traceable.
Is really No, this is a misnomer. I mean, Bitcoin is, in fact, the blockchain is incredibly transparent. You can go on blockchain.info right now, look at every transaction from every public key to every other public key. It's way more transparent than the existing financial system. So we're just seeing like little experiments in using blockchain technology. But I mean, if it plays out the way it's played out in the world of currency with Bitcoin, it's going to be awesome. And we're going to find out that a lot of financial companies and Fortune 500 companies that are already experimenting with blockchain are going to find out many, many new advantages to using this stuff. It's incredible. The public doesn't know anything about this for the most part. Wall Street is just now discovering it.
Well, they're just now discovering it, and they've tended to be a little late. We know with the dark pools and all of that that they were a bit behind on that. But let's look at the Bitcoin market price. And I know blockchain is not Bitcoin, it's just Bitcoin technology. But Bitcoin was $1,000 at one point, and you can see a year ago it was at about 700. Now it's at 240 or so. Do you buy Bitcoin? Why do I need that today?
I don't know if you need it or not. I mean, it's pretty early in the space. I mean, I was in the market when it was like $12 or $13 or something like that. So at the prices right now, it seems very high to me. Of course, it's not $1,200. But if you look at the whole price trends, what you see are these sort of hysterias that come along and shoot it up to the moon, and then it comes back down to reality again. The next currency crisis that comes along, we could see a lot of really dramatic movement. I think that Bitcoin has a real future. That and many other cryptocurrencies that are out there. There are actually, in fact, thousands of them besides Bitcoin. So the real innovation here is really the blockchain. And the blockchain is this amazing thing that allows this sort of transfer of property titles and information, commodities across, like I said, geographically non-contiguous lines.
Why can't I do that via the internet?
Well, of course, the blockchain relies on the internet, but the important thing is that it's peer-to-peer transactions. So I can give like real property to you within a matter of seconds, and you can give it back to me within a matter of seconds at virtually zero cost in a way that's absolutely verifiable.
Verifiable, which I love,
it's
Jeffrey,
awesome.
Except what if I give you something and then you're supposed to give me something back, and suddenly I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I say, where is it? Oh, that guy scrammed. I mean, he's gone.
Well, Yeah, that's really true, and you do face this actually.
I mean,
like
you
right
remember
now,
Mt. Gox.
Well, I do, but that was a very weird, sort of amateurish organization and everything. But you're right in the sense that once Bitcoin is gone, it really is gone. But that's why the market has to evolve and get a little more sophisticated. You were starting to see tools used in the Bitcoin world that require 2 or 3 parties involved in verifying transactions. We're in the early stages. Bitcoin has been around 6 years, and when it came along in 2009, I thought it was nuts. It was insane. It's probably a Ponzi scheme. It's a tool for geeks. It's ridiculous. But now here we are in 2015. It's starting to look really sophisticated and very impressive. It lives on a distributed network. It's entirely vended by private markets. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a libertarian anonymous thing, and why not? I don't want people tracing my money, but it's still questionable when there's zero regulation. But Jeffrey, thank you. And I think the bow tie gives Bitcoin legitimacy because not a lot of Bitcoin fanatics are looking like you. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Jeffrey Tucker, cryptocurrency conference founder.